Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius September 20th, 2024. Demands are high, and emotions are on the strong side, with the energies of yesterday's eclipse. You might see the flaws in plans or projects, but this opens you up to a new approach and a stronger position once you've handled the details. A Mercury-Saturn opposition today can enforce an edit or correction. Problems related to work, health, or routines can weigh you down. There may be demands on you, or people around you are taking things too literally. If you've been doing far more than your share, it may be time to take steps to make changes. Typically, the best way to handle a Saturn aspect is to be easy on yourself and humble with others. But even with some blocks or delays, you are more courageous about embracing and expressing your feelings. A lunar eclipse in your solar house of productivity will arrive today and will thunder for 6 months ahead. A wild shift to your many responsibilities, projects, and routines is now at hand. Sometimes, this can make life spiral off the tracks, as you're required to figure out a totally new work and life balance. Whether single or attached, understand the role you want intimacy, sexuality, and romance to play in your life. Communicate this to your partner, or if you are single, be on the lookout for someone who understands the many needs required of you. What has changed in your work life? You have so much to consider following the eclipse and as Mercury in Virgo opposes Saturn retrograde in Pisces today. The cosmic energy is highly introspective. Your work life has transformed in various ways, like taking on a new schedule or even looking for a new job altogether. It could be possible that you are in the process of onboarding for a new position at this time. Since there have been many adjustments, you should take a moment to process what you have learned from these changes. Your creative nature is nurtured by aerobic exercise. Activities such as running, swimming, and yoga will strengthen your lungs and enhance the mercurial juices that are your lifeblood. Giving yourself what you need can become a matter of debate if you allow your diet and exercise regimens to go unscheduled. Your mind will strike up a discussion with your evil twin about what you really need. It can sound like this: chocolate cookies? Running? Chocolate cookies? Running? Make a schedule and stick to it. Will today's vibrations put some stumbling blocks in your path? It's highly probable, notably in your personal life. You have a hot and capricious temper which is often going to be encouraging you to do as you please. It wouldn't be a bad idea to be a little bit more diplomatic. But what can you do? It's not so easy to change. At work, you will do what you can to adapt yourself to the general rhythm. You won't feel there is a state of emergency at work, but your colleagues will. But you'll be good-natured and go with the flow of things. Having the moon in your work sector during the heart of the working week is advantageous. This not only ensures that your instincts are sharp and you have an intuitive read on work and job matters, but as an eclipsing full moon, it contributes to energizing your entire professional year. It began with Mars' return to your career sector 13 days ago. Venus, the planet of money, is just 2 days away from returning to your income sector to initiate the most lucrative months of 2024, making this timing perfect. Additionally, this alignment reignites or awakens your competitive spirit. In the heart of Venus, the planet of loves. Last week in Libra and in the hours leading up to the moon's return to your relationship sector, today's eclipsing full moon is putting how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test. That would been the case anyway, but after some romantically charged days and with some important days coming up on the relationship front, this couldn't be more important. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever had that feeling where you know exactly what you want to say, but the timing just hasn't felt right? Maybe there's a conversation you've been putting off, or a desire you've been holding back, unsure of how to express it. Well, today might just surprise you. The stars are aligning in such a way that communication becomes a little easier, a little clearer, and a lot more impactful. It's almost as if the universe is giving you the green light to speak up and share what's been on your heart. Whether it's at work, with friends, or in a more personal relationship, today's energy is all about creating an open and honest dialogue. Think back to a time when you had a conversation that left you feeling clear-headed, almost like a weight had been lifted off your shoulders. Remember how everything just seemed to click into place afterward? That's the kind of clarity that's available to you now. Your powers of reasoning are particularly sharp today, almost like your mind is working with precision, effortlessly sorting through what matters most. This clarity is a gift, a tool that will serve you well not just now, but in the future too. Knowing what's important to you today will help you stay grounded and make better decisions when things get more complicated down the line. Speaking of clarity, today is perfect for constructive conversations. Not only will these discussions help you better understand the issues at hand, but they'll also lead to some rewarding outcomes. Have you ever had one of those conversations where, by the end, you felt like you walked away with a brand new perspective or even a light bulb moment that changed the way you approach something? That's the kind of energy swirling around you today. So, don't be afraid to dive into those important talks. Be open, be curious, and let the conversation flow naturally. You might just find yourself with fresh ideas and solutions that you can put to use in the near future. Now, if there are any unresolved issues or misunderstandings lingering in your relationships, today is the day to clear the air. We've all been there. A small disagreement that, left unaddressed, turns into something much bigger than it needed to be. Don't let that happen now. Instead, take the initiative. Whether it's a personal relationship, a work dynamic, or even something within your family, now is the time to resolve any differences before they escalate. Keeping things harmonious will benefit everyone involved, and the best part? You don't have to wait for someone else to approach you. If you value the relationship, be the one to start the conversation. Chances are, the other person will appreciate your willingness to step up. The cosmic energy today is also incredibly supportive when it comes to negotiations and collaborations. The stars are on your side, especially if you're working toward a goal that requires teamwork or compromise. Keep your focus, trust your instincts, and stay active in whatever you're working on. If you've been considering a financial move, whether it's an investment, a business decision, or even paying off a debt, this is the time to take action. The universe is giving you a cosmic thumbs up, so don't hesitate. Just remember to keep your goals realistic and attainable, and you'll find that doors begin to open. And if you've been putting off any outstanding financial matters, now's the perfect moment to tie up those loose ends. Today's energy favors resolving any financial issues, and if you take the initiative, you're likely to see positive results. Whether it's finalizing a payment, following up on an agreement, or making a smart investment, your efforts will likely pay off. If you've got some extra cash, this could be a great time to invest wisely. The cosmos is smiling on your financial endeavors, so trust that whatever you plant now will yield fruitful rewards in the future. In all areas of your life, you're in a winning phase. Have you noticed how things are starting to fall into place? Whether it's in your career, personal life, or finances, your hard work is paying off, and the universe is recognizing your efforts. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle of everyday life, but today, give yourself a moment of appreciation. Trust that the steps you're taking now, whether in communication, relationships, or financial matters, are laying the groundwork for even greater success down the road.